25 years after Tony Fitzgerald's landmark report, the former corruption inquiry head is still a major influence on political debate in Queensland. Ministers say the LNP government is open and accountable, while Labor continues to attack recent changes to some of the Fitzgerald reforms.
For 2 years, until the 3rd of July 1989, Tony Fitzgerald was an almost daily presence in the news. His report led to the jailing of police and politicians and the establishment of the Criminal Justice Commission. His job done, he tried to say goodbye to the spotlight.
In what he's called his final public appearance.
25 years later, his public appearances have been rare, but not his public statements. Even this week, he again attacked the Newman government for, among other things, its changes to the corruption watchdog, now called the Crime and Corruption Commission.
Tony Fitzgerald says the government has flaunted its disdain for democracy and good governance by attacks on the judiciary and judicial independence, emasculation of the state's Anti-Corruption Commission and interference with the electoral system.
The Deputy Premier will sit down with Mr Fitzgerald to discuss his concerns, but ministers defend the LNP.
We've put our diaries online. Open and accountable government. We are the most open and accountable government out there.
Just a few months after the Fitzgerald report in 1989, the Nationals were voted out of office. The LNP's opponents believe integrity issues will also influence this month's Stafford by-election. A group of lawyers commissioned a poll asking Stafford voters about the recent changes to the CCC. 15.3% said they're more likely now to vote for the LNP, but 55.8% are less likely.
Integrity and accountability issues in government are front and centre of how voters think.
You get what you pay for in terms of polls.
The LNP's candidate says it's not what Stafford voters talk to him about. But after a quarter of a century, Tony Fitzgerald and his report remain near the centre of public debate. Chris O'Brien, ABC News, Brisbane.